And we're on. Okay, so hello everybody. So today I'm introducing a new shorter format for the stream because before the videos have gotten up to like sometimes 2 hours long, which I don't think many people are actually going to spend the time to actually watch a video that long. So let alone listen to me ramble along for that long. So I'm still going to do the live streams to keep things unedited and keep things quick where I can get videos up without having to transcode, upload, etc., etc. I might eventually make properly edited videos, but for now, I'm just going to change the format up a little bit. These streams are going to be about 10 to 20 minutes long, going to be focused on a certain subject, and yeah. Anyway, so today's live stream video is going to be about this custom tool that I built here for, as you can see here, it's at the top, you can see the title bar. It says Hacker's Edge Editor, which I'm sure that you can't find this tool anywhere online. It's a custom tool that I built and is kind of an experimentation for how the client might end up being. So at one point I'm going to develop a native game client for Hacker's Edge, and the native game client is going to allow some of the features you're going to see in here. So this editor here, as you can probably notice already, has some nice little features. You can see it's highlighting stuff, it's showing me a bunch of include files, it has proper highlighting of C code in that. So the native game client is going to be using a highlighter like this, except it's going to have different buttons on the top. It's going to be able to hopefully connect to CC65 or CA65 or a makefile, for example, to be able to build stuff, and then it's going to include an uploader and things like that, as a native game client should for this. And other features here that is very cool, and I just actually implemented this just today, is one of the features I actually wanted to show off in this live stream, is if you look here, see this beautiful file here called memory? Watch what happens when I double click this. Boom, yeah. And this will be a feature of the new Hacker's Edge game client. Something that you won't see in any other online hacking simulation game is there's actually going to be an embedded hex editor within the game itself, and you'll actually be able to properly do stuff. As you can see, this is the actual memory here. Here's the kernel code. The kernel code actually starts here. If I right click, I can switch the 16-bit view. Right click again, I can take 16-bit view off. And then I can go to 0 page as an example. We can go down to the heap. So you can see the heap here. And we can go up to the code segment. This is the last code that I was running. And of course all these segments will end up changing depending on how the game develops further, right? But as you can see, it works pretty damn cool. And you can even see how much memory is actually available, even though like look how much memory is free here. Like, this is crazy. Like, look at this. Like, look at all these zeros. And look at how much memory. These are pages of 6. These are all 16 bytes apiece, right? These are all each one of these pages from like D to C here, like 2C00 to 2D or 2CFF is like, that's 256 bytes of memory to work with. So as you can imagine, that's quite a lot of memory. I'm still deciding on if I'm going to actually make it so you can see I can scroll forever. This is how much memory is free. This is why I think there's like 64 kilobytes is probably more than enough for a lot of people, because look at this. This is crazy. Like, you can see all of this here. Like, this is pretty crazy. There's the network driver here. There's the OS, the kernel there. If I right click, it can go back here. So here we go. Here's the kernel. Here's the network driver at F300, and if we keep going down here, you'll end up seeing the hacker shell code here, and this is the buffer, as you can tell. Right below hacker shell, that's the last program that I ran, and then here is FE00. What was FE00? Yeah. There is something here, but I don't know what. I can't remember what. What did I put in FE00 now? I'll have to take a look. There's just so much memory everywhere. And then here's all the I/O spaces, all the I/O space here. And you can even go to the network. Oh yeah, network segment. So you can go to the network segment here, and you can see the network. So you can see the IP address and hex right here. And then everything's there. So yeah, so this is the This is eventually part of the native game client, which will allow proper hacking simulation. You get to actually look at, besides the in-game hex dumper, you'll be able to actually view code, hopefully, quite easily through the in-game simulation. So let's go to number 2 now. This is my main machine that I usually work with. This one probably has a lot more code running everywhere. So 0 page is still empty. The code segment, yeah, this is the big C program I was running yesterday on the live stream, as you can see here. It's quite it's all the C program, all the compiled C program here. Yeah, and there's the connect. There's the read-only data at the end, and yeah, and then all blank here. So there's lots of space for your C programs to run in. And then here's the C heap here, as you can see. Here's the heap. There's the hello world we allocated that string yesterday. Yes, this is all that stuff here. So, but yes, this is basically a tool that I'm using during development. I'm working on this tool alongside the development just to make things easier. So rather than using that other viewer that I created, I can actually use this and analyze things a bit easier in that. So, and then of course it comes with a full-on editor, as well, as you can see. But yeah, so that'll be the idea behind the native client. So you basically have a terminal, and then you'll have several other sub windows like a memory editor and a bunch of other tools that allow you to do a bunch of other stuff, and being able to hopefully see your host files and being able to edit things without always using the terminal. Is still obviously going to be there. It's going to be a major part of the game, because the telnet interface is not going to go away, and the web interface isn't going to go away either. But the game client is definitely going to progress and be a little bit more user friendly, and a bit more hopefully desktop native for the users that would like to have a more native client to work with, right? Maybe a possibility for those players at least, or other players might just want to just do the raw telnet and everything. But it will allow you to basically compile programs on your local machine. The player would just download the CC65 for their OS, tell the game client where CC65 is installed, and then it'll just do everything automatically. It'll just build their programs and then be able to upload the program directly into their in-game host. And yeah, that's kind of the gist of it. And I'm still under 10 minutes here. 8 minutes. Can I make this 10 minutes long? But yeah, I'm not sure what else I can actually say at this point, besides that's kind of the idea going forward. I wanted to keep these videos short and sweet instead of going to 2 hours long like it was before. But if anybody has any ideas on other live stream content that I could put up there, please just go to the Discord and let me know. And I will try and create live streams of those kind of subjects tomorrow. Tomorrow's Tuesday. Yeah, tomorrow I can probably make a live stream that's like more of a tutorial that I can display some examples in, I guess, some assembly tutorials and that to show how to do some quick assembly stuff using the CC65, CA65, and then maybe answer any other questions. If anyone has any questions, if anyone's online watching or anything like that at the time. If no one's watching, then just leave a comment in the video below, and I'll see if I can hopefully reply back to you. Or just go to the Discord channel, and I'm always there usually, and during the day, North American time. So just leave a message, and I'll try and reply back to you. But yeah, the video is reaching 10 minutes now, and I don't want to make this too long. So this is just an example of a nice little tool that I've been working on to make development a little more streamlined and easier, and hopefully these features will also make it into a native native Hacker's Edge game client eventually in the future once I get to that point. So anyways, I guess I'll talk